Eels are one of the most mysterious animals on Earth. And even after more than a century of research, scientists have never directly seen them mate in the wild. But using modern ocean technology, researchers have slowly uncovered what's likely happening deep in the Sargasso Sea, the only known breeding ground for both European and American eels. When adult eels reach sexual maturity, usually after 10 to 25 years living in rivers or lakes, their bodies begin to change in ways that prepare them for reproduction. This stage is called the Silver Eel phase. Their skin becomes metallic and reflective to blend in with the deep ocean. Their eyes grow almost twice as large to see in the darkness, and their stomach shuts down permanently. They stop eating forever. Inside, their reproductive organs begin to grow rapidly. Both males and females have a pair of gonads, organs that produce sperm or eggs. These gonads remain undeveloped during their river life, but once migration begins, hormones trigger massive growth. For males, the testes fill much of their body cavity, producing billions of sperm cells. For females, the ovaries enlarge to hold millions of tiny eggs, each about 1 millimeter wide. The internal organs begin to shrink to make space. Even the digestive system disappears completely, showing that every part of their body is now devoted to reproduction. After months of non-stop swimming across the Atlantic, they arrive at the Sargasso Sea, warm, calm, and filled with floating sargassum seaweed. This hidden region, thousands of meters deep, is where the mating occurs. Though no human has ever witnessed it directly, scientists believe the eels gather hundreds of meters below the surface, guided by water temperature, salinity, and the Earth's magnetic field. Mating in eels is thought to happen by external fertilization, meaning the female releases her eggs into the water, and the males release sperm at the same time, allowing the eggs to be fertilized outside their bodies. Since their bodies are so weakened from the long journey, they likely die shortly after spawning. No eel has ever been seen returning from the Sargasso Sea. After fertilization, the eggs float freely in the upper warm layers of the ocean. In about 2 to 6 days, the eggs hatch into Leptocephalus larvae, which are flat, transparent, and shaped like willow leaves. These larvae drift with the Gulf Stream current, feeding on plankton and organic matter for months, sometimes years, as they slowly make their way toward the coasts of Europe or North America. As they approach land, they transform into glass eels, then into elvers, and finally into yellow eels that live in freshwater. They feed on insects, small crustaceans, worms, and sometimes fish eggs. They grow for years, sometimes decades, until the instinct to return home awakens once again, and the ancient cycle repeats. So far, scientists have never found a single adult eel in the Sargasso Sea, only their eggs and young larvae. That's why the eel's mating ritual remains one of the greatest mysteries in nature, a secret life hidden in the deep blue heart of the Atlantic Ocean.